A higher ticket from $1,000 to like $10,000 is the fastest way to get to $1 million, right? Because if you do that low ticket, again, just the numbers game is a volume game. And sadly, a lot of people don't have that influence or the marketing skill or the funds to really, do ads or do some kind of, marketing to get that numbers, because money is a numbers game. And when we realized that was the game changer.
Yes.
So you're not there thinking about, why am I not making this amount of money? Why is that? You can't wish for money to come to you. You can't wish for, I know a lot of people talk about manifesting, all of that kind of stuff, and it's cute, right? But you can manifest from today to tomorrow and nothing happens, or from today to forever and nothing happens to you because you've not put something out there, right? Manifesting might bring you favor, might bring you, people kind of coming to you, getting attracted to you, but you have to create something. Yeah. People have to buy something from you, right? Hello, rich friends. Welcome to another episode of the New Rich Podcast. I am Uyi Abraham. I is my co-host,
Faith Abraham. Hello, rich friends. Welcome back to the podcast.
Awesome. So good to see you all here again on the New Rich Podcast, a podcast that helps you with being successful with your online business and entrepreneurship. And we have so many discussions and conversations that will help you take yourself and your business to the next level. And every now and then we bring in guests. In fact, once a week, we bring in really powerful guests who are, very successful entrepreneurs to also help you to start and grow successful online businesses so you can be successful in entrepreneurship. So, Dr. Faye, how was your week?
My week has been great. For some odd reason, I have been getting into turtlenecks, and I decided to wear one today. Feels very rich, very bougie, very pass me the Grey Poupon.
Okay, awesome.
How was your week?
Yeah, it is good. That's kind of like the Steve Jobs vibes, right?
Right.
With the turtleneck and stuff. Okay. All right. So it seems like turtlenecks is in style again. Okay.
I feel like turtlenecks have always been in style. It's just people like to run away from it or deviate from it, but it gets a very sophisticated, clean, modern feel. This is just me. I love a turtleneck. Not in the summer in Texas or Georgia, anywhere in the South, but a turtleneck works all the time.
Awesome. Yeah, my week has been great. In the middle of some really big projects coming up. Getting started. Yeah,
You can't tell us what any of those are, can you?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get some stuff out of him for y'all.
I can share a little bit.
Okay.
So working on this great program, the New Rich course, it's more than a course, actually, the New Rich system, where we're going to be teaching people how people built 6- and 7-figure online businesses. So pretty much helping people escape the 9-to-5 rat race and also to build wealth and, impact lives and people. So the New Rich course is coming soon, possibly in the next couple of episodes. We're going to be giving some more information concerning that. So I'm really, really excited about it. Then also too, another thing I'm also working on now is to really start doubling down on content. Because I'm really inspired by certain people who really go hard on content, like posting like multiple times a day. And, of course, they have a team, to help them to do that. So those are some stuff I've been kind of working on. Hey, I'm Uyi Abraham, founder and CEO of Vonza.com.
And I'm Faith Abraham, co-founder of Vonza.com.
Yes, we created Vonza. I want to make it so easy, simple for online entrepreneurs, coaches, and creators to run their business online. Because we know how difficult it is to try to run a business online and have to deal with several tools and try to tie them all together, wasting time and money.
Absolutely. And so it just makes sense to have a platform that has everything you need to run your business online seamlessly in one place, like your website, your funnels, your online courses, membership community, scheduling, and a lot more things that are really going to help you be the best at what you do.
Vonza has made it easy for over 10,000 entrepreneurs to run their business online. So move away from the old and come into the new. Go right now to Vonza.com and get started to running your business online. Remember, Vonza Bonza is the best platform to run your business online. We'll see you right there. Bonza.com.
Bonza.com.
Rich friends, we're going to get started this episode. I know you're ready. You're excited to hear about the topic today. So today we're going to be talking about how to make your first $1 million from your online business. So what do you think about this topic before we go dive into it?
I love it. I know at one point the big number was 6 figures. And usually when you say 6 figures, people think, $100,000. But I love to challenge my clients and remind them that, yes, $100,000 is 6 figures, but so is $999,999. A dollar away from $1 million.
Yeah, which is a high 6 figures.
That's high 6 figures. So there's a big, area in which there's a lot of growth and structure and different things that can take place within you as a person and your business. And then what you did in the 6-figure zone isn't necessarily what you'll do in the 7-figure zone.
That's very important. So what took you to 6 figures might not be able to take you to 7 figures, right? So some of you that have 6-figure businesses already, which is awesome, just know that the reason why you're probably stuck in that 6-figure level is because you don't have the systems, the informations that will help you, or information to help you to build that 7-figure business. So we're going to be talking about 3 steps, 3 secrets today that's going to help you take any business, whether from 0 or you're starting at that 6-figure to that 7-figure level, right?
And it all starts with, you ready to get into it?
Okay.
It all starts with consciousness.
Okay.
Another word that we know of is mindset. And a lot of times people love to skip this part because it's, air quotes, guys, boring. It's not the fun part. Show me how to make money. But if you don't know how to manage your mind, if you don't know how to manage your emotions, if you are just stuck in doing things your way and not open to what else is around you, that's a mindset issue.
Yeah.
Right? Then you're going to be stuck because the level of consciousness that you are is what you're going to be able to achieve. So a lot of times people get upset because they don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. If your consciousness is at a level of $50,000 a year, then you're going to make $50,000 a year. 100K, 250, 500, $1 million. So there's these levels of growth that we constantly have to adhere to and be willing to humble ourselves to get to. And when we start mastering our consciousness, our mindset, and constantly just growing, learning more, new things, systems, automation, how to scale that, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I did this and I accomplished this. That's great. But can you scale it? That's a different beast. But the first beast is the inner beast. And being able to say, I am worthy of $1 million, and my internal barometer is $1 million, multi-million dollars, so on and so forth. So, and of course, there's so many ways that you can develop your consciousness and your mindset. Do you want to get into that or? Oh, okay. So, of course, one of the biggest things that I think is just top tier is networking and being in rooms that make you uncomfortable. The conversations that are being had, like you really don't know what's you don't know what they're talking about. They are talking about stuff that's just like, is anybody recording this? Because I need to run that back. I have no idea what he was talking about. That's good. That is a good thing. Like, you need to hear those conversations, because what happens is it now opens you up to a different way of operating, different levels, different understandings of business and how to run it, even if you don't understand it. It's like a rubber band. Once you stretch it out, it's stretched. It's not going back to its original form. So you have to be willing to stretch and stretch and stretch. So being in rooms, networking with people, being in those events, very important, because you end up meeting people who have what you don't have, and you have what they don't have. Collaboration, right? Of course, obviously, one of my favorites is reading. certain books, I'm looking at you and there's a book at home. And I remember when you brought it home and I was like, ugh. And I tried reading it and I was like, this is so boring.
Yeah.
And it was all about like systems and operating your business and things like that. But I read it anyway. And I remember when it was time for me to shift, I was like, man, this is familiar, but it's not familiar. Like, this is new to me, but for some reason it doesn't feel so new. It was because of that book. I cannot remember the name of it. I'll have to get it to you guys so that y'all can know what it is. But it was a book that you brought home and I was like, oh my God, this is tedious, right? But it was good and I needed it. So those are ways that you can really develop your mindset, expand your consciousness and the level of which you're able to function.
Wow. So that's powerful. So what you're saying is that to make $1 million a year or to make $1 million in your online business, the very first thing you need to do is to work on your consciousness.
Absolutely.
Which pretty much is your mindset, right? And the mindset is the foundation for success.
The firm foundation.
The firm one, right? You cannot go from 0 to $1 million or 1,000 or 100 or 200. It doesn't matter what number you are. You just cannot get to that $1 million until you first work on and improve on your mindset and develop that $1 million type of thinking, right? So now that takes us to the second step, right? The second step is going to be to create, right? Because the mindset is one thing. So now you develop that $1 million mindset. Then the second thing is that you have to create something for people to buy. You have to create something that people want, that people need, and people are willing to spend money on. So now what do you create? There's so many things you can create. Whether you want to create an info product, you want to create a knowledge-based product, you want to create a digital product, or you want to create a physical product, it doesn't matter. You know, we know people who have made millions of dollars just doing either one of this other part of, you know, something to create, right? In our own lives, we created millions of dollars in revenue by creating courses and coaching programs and software products, right? So you have to find your place in the marketplace. You have to find your niche. You have to find that thing that you can create that people want, people need, and people will buy, right? And once you do that, then that's where the money starts coming in. For example, $1 million is just, if you break it down, it's just $1,000, you know, by 1,000 people. So that means if you create something that 1,000 people want and need and willing to buy, and you sell it for $1,000, when you do 1,000, you know, multiply by 1,000, you know, that's $1 million. Wow. So if you're like, oh, I don't know if I can get $1 million, you know, from 1,000 people. Okay, can you get it from 500 people? Yeah. So what is that knowledge? Maybe you know how to cook, you know how to dance, you know how to, you know, be a single mom, a single dad. You know how to do relationships. You know how to, you know, travel. You know how to fix people's credit, right? You know how to do whatever it is you know how to do. So that's your knowledge and expertise, right? So there's always people that don't have that information that you have. So now you can teach them in the form of an online course, right? And you take that course and you put it to a platform like Vonza.com, right? So now if you sell that program for just say, you know, $2,000. So now you only need 500 people to buy it for $2,000 to make your first $1 million, right? Now, you can also go the kind of the low ticket item whereby you price it at $97 to $297. The problem I have with that is if you don't have
with that?
Yeah, if you don't have a lot of, you know, influence yet, you don't have a lot of money for marketing, the numbers just don't work in your favor, right? Because you're gonna need a lot of attention, a lot of audience to do that. So if you divide 97 by $1 million, I think that's probably about 10,000, 11,000 people you need, which is a lot of people,
right? Because over like a course of time. And it's a low ticket product. Yeah. You can
do it over the course of time. Yeah.
Right. But if you're looking to
do it in 1 year, or less.
Yes. You know, and there's the audience may not be there, then a higher ticket
Is the
product is
fastest
going to
way.
be the fastest way.
Yeah, a higher ticket from $1,000 to like $10,000 is the fastest way to get to $1 million, right? Because if you do that low ticket, again, just the numbers game is a volume game, and sadly, a lot of people don't have that influence or the marketing skill or the funds to really, do ads or do some kind of, marketing to get that numbers, because money is a numbers game. And when we realized that was the game changer.
Yes.
So you're not there thinking about, why am I not making this amount of money? Why is that? You can't wish for money to come to you. You can't wish for, I know a lot of people talk about manifesting, all of that kind of stuff, and it's cute, right? But you can manifest from today to tomorrow and nothing happens, or from today to forever and nothing happens to you because you've not put something out there. Right? Manifest might bring you favor, might bring you, people kind of coming to you, getting attracted to you, but you have to create something. Yeah. People have to buy something from you. Right.
And I think this also ties back into consciousness too. Like one reason why a lot of people go with low ticket items is because they don't have the consciousness to price their program at a higher level.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because you're talking about me, for example. One of the things that I've been seeing a lot is holistic businesses, holistic influencers, gut health has been a big thing because a lot of people are sick. They're having all of these weird symptoms. They don't know what's going on with their body, and they're going to their doctor. Their doctor is saying, well, your blood work looks fine, but you're looking at them like, I don't feel good. Right?
Yeah.
And so, if you go and you look online, you start to see there's a lot of people who are experiencing this stuff and have gone through the process of healing their gut.
Yeah.
Well, someone who has a higher consciousness and is willing to price their program and price their ability to help someone heal their gut can easly have a $1 million business because of their ability to see and solve problems. Like a lot of people are, just buy this ebook or just buy this little program, $97. But when I was healing my gut, off the first phone call that I had with the facility, I paid, I think I paid like $350. I was in the car. I had to dig in my purse and wait for a stoplight so I could read her my card number because I was that desperate. I was that hungry for the knowledge and the information that she had. So I was willing to pay. And that was just to start. That didn't include the coaching. That didn't include the supplements. That didn't include the discomfort I was going to go through to get to that place of healing my gut. And that was, but my thing was, why would I waste so much time, money, effort trying to do this and figure it all out on my own when I can just talk to someone and work with someone who's been there, done that, has results, and can get me the results.
Yeah.
But you have to have that consciousness. Like you have to have that shift inside of you to be willing to say, look, I can solve your problem. If you're willing to invest, I can solve your problem. You're experiencing this. You don't have to experience that anymore. You can do it on your own, but you're probably going to spend a lot more in time, effort, and energy. But if you work with me, we'll take care of this, so you can feel like this, and enjoy this.
That's awesome. All right.
I think I went into the third one a little bit right there, but but what you're saying, like speed wise, as far as making the million and pricing certain things. Of course, you don't want to price an ebook at $2,000.
Yeah.
That would be, don't do that. But having the right price point for whatever it is that you're offering is really, really important.
Okay. So,
and having the right expectation.
Okay. So what's the third one?
The third one is sell. You have to sell. And that's hard. Well, the C word, we did C words, right? So conscientiousness, create, and closing. So closing basically means you have to sell. Why do people hate that word? Sell.
I'm not sure. I think a lot of
not
people
SALE, SELL.
I think a lot of people just get they think it's fear that's one of the problem why people are so scared to sell. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of being said no to. They're afraid of how they might look or come across to people. So I think fear is kind of that foundation of why a lot of people are afraid to sell. But let's talk to the people. So how can they sell? So we've given them 3 steps today on how to make their first $1 million online. Number 1, your consciousness, right? Number 2, you have to create. Number 3, you have to sell, right? So share with the people some ways whereby they can sell their course, their membership, their product, whatever it is you're selling, right? What's some steps or some strategies that can help them to sell?
Well, it just depends on where you're selling. But say, for example, you're doing a video and you're creating content because this is 2023. If you're in business and you're not creating content, what are you doing? No, like literally, what are you doing? You should be creating content. So you can do what they call a soft sell, which is, for example, when I say, my coaching clients do this and I tell them this and this is what happened. That is a soft sell in that I'm letting you know what I've been able to do, achieve, accomplish. And then if that's something that resonates with you, then you would figure out a way to reach me and contact me so I could do the same thing for you. That's soft. A hard sell is more of, hey, I have a coaching program and it will help you to do this and solve this problem in your life, in your business, in your marriage, whatever. And this is how you can get in contact with me. I look forward to seeing you soon. Very direct, very much giving them a CTA, a call to action, and letting them know what they can do. So you can do that on a video. You can do that on your website. You can do that in the back of an ebook, and do this in writing. Of course, when you're face to face with someone, you wouldn't say, I have a coaching program and I can help you do this, right? It's more conversational, but it is hey, I think I can help you achieve this and that. You did mention that, and that's something that I've done before.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think another thing too that people have to also realize too is that social media is the easiest way to really sell and to really get to that numbers, right? Whether you're posting on social media, using Reels, using your DM strategy, which is DMing people, right? And also to running ads as well, because ads is the fastest way for you to reach out to a lot of people, right? But it also comes down to what we said earlier, whereby money is math. So you see how much you want to make in a year, and then you break it down to how many units of that thing you need to sell to how many people so that you can hit your numbers. Then that also determines your strategy. Because if you're trying to sell 100, pieces every month of whatever item you're selling, it might just be a lot of work for you to try to do one-on-one type of outreach.
Right.
So you got to figure out a way to be able to reach out to thousands of people so you can get your hundreds to buy, right? So the key is you have to sell. You have to sell whatever it is that you've created. You have to find a way to put it out there in front of people. And there are several ways to sell too. And one of the things too that I have to learn too was, initially when I started creating and selling online,
right,
I was just putting all kind of just throwing everything out there and just waiting for something to click and then just expending my energy. But I'm learning now that, and when I switch to just kind of focus on 1 or 2 marketing channel, that's when things just started moving even faster. Because there are several ways you can sell your item or your course or your membership or whatever it is, right? Whether it's webinar, whether it's doing live launches, whether it's doing challenges, whether I'm doing DM strategy, running ads, joint venture, affiliate marketing. There's so many ways you can sell. but you cannot use all of them. Just like there are several social media platforms, but you have to figure out the best one for you. Is it Facebook? Is it YouTube? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok, right? So which of these platforms should you focus on? So we do recommend that you focus on just one platform that would help you at least hit that 7 figures in your revenue, right? So one platform, one of my friends, he makes millions of dollars with webinar. Some people is also live webinar.
Yeah.
Some people is automated webinar, right? So, but could it be webinar? Could it be challenges? I have friends too that they run challenges every single month, 3 to 5 days live events, right? But they've all discovered their secret sauce. They've all discovered the marketing channel for them, right? So friends, rich friends, what we're trying to tell you in this episode is that you don't have to feel like $1 million is so much money for you to accomplish. No, it's not. It's a math thing. So once you figure out that math, you work on your mindset, right? The number 2, you create something. And number 3, closing. To close means to finish the deal. You got to sell it to people, right? So sell something that people need. So what are your thoughts as we round up this episode?
It's, you've made it so simple. Like even in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah. It's just the numbers. And I know a lot of times people run away from numbers, but it's simple math, honestly. You could pop out your calculator, you could figure it out. It's doable, but you got to know that it's doable, and you got to know that it's just a little information or something small that you're missing. But that small thing is going to make a huge difference. And that's one of the things that we're doing in the course too, with the New Rich, is getting that information, just those small, it's a very supple course. But when you get in there, you're going to see like, oh, this is so simple. And then when you apply it, you're going to be like so many of our clients and just see the thing. Like, I just didn't know it was something this small that was going to make this big of a difference. And that's how it usually always is for us too. It's just something small that just causes the vats to flow open and overflow. It's doable, but you got to do it.
All right, rich friends. So if you're watching and you like what you just heard, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And also remember that this episode is sponsored by Vonza.com, the all-in-one platform for you to create and sell online courses, products, and digital memberships, right? So go to Vonza.com and get started. And until next time, we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye, rich friends.